Coming up in this video, we're going to be doing a full review of the Hyatt Place Hotel in Port Canaveral. We're going to give you a full tour of the family-friendly room that we stayed in, show you around inside of this hotel in general, including the pool area, the gym, and the absolutely stunning rooftop bar and terrace that they have here. Breakfast is normally included with the room rate, so we're going to show you what the offerings are in the complimentary breakfast, as well as the proximity to the cruise port itself, as well as the absolutely stunning Cocoa Beach. If you're planning to cruise from Port Canaveral and are looking for a family-friendly pre-cruise hotel, you're going to want to stick around and check this out. Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel, to all of our regular viewers. We really do appreciate your continued support. If you're tuning in for the first time, we are the Kenna family, an adventurous family of 5 from Northern Ireland who just love to travel. We've been creating informative and helpful travel vlogs for a few years now and have loads of playlists on the channel already, including Series 2, Disney World Florida, Universal Resort Orlando, cruises from Port Canaveral, and other trips including Las Vegas and Dubai. This really is a true family channel, and you'll get the thoughts and opinions of all 5 of us in each of the videos. That includes our 14, 11 and 8-year-old kids who, believe me, have no problem telling you exactly what they think. As well as making amazing family memories and having a laugh along the way, we try to provide as many hints, tips, tricks and hacks to help you get the most out of your valuable vacation time. In my opinion, one of the best things about an Orlando holiday? The food. But choosing where to eat can be a nightmare with thousands of restaurants to choose from. We've done detailed restaurant reviews on over 30 restaurants we've eaten in from our previous trips. Hopefully these will help you decide where might be an option for you or not. So if you enjoy Disney, Universal or cruising or just fun family-friendly holiday content in general, you're in the right place. You're going to want to hit that subscribe button and come along with us. So guys, the Hyatt Place Hotel in Port Canaveral is designed specifically for cruise travellers and Space Coast visitors. This is a pretty new hotel, only opened its doors on February the 20th, 2025, and it still has that fresh and new feel to it. And it's got everything you need. Fresh, modern, neutral decor, spacious rooms, an outdoor pool, a gym, and an absolutely stunning rooftop terrace and bar where you can see the cruise port and the cruise ships from there. And of course, with it being the Hyatt Place, your breakfast is complimentary. Guys, just to be clear, this video is not sponsored in any way. All this is not a collaboration. So let's have a look at those independent Tripadvisor reviews. And you can see on here, with it being quite a new hotel, only 105 people have left reviews so far. But 86% of those are either excellent or very good. That's really impressive, especially for a new hotel. And actually, on Tripadvisor, is ranked number 1 of all small hotels in Port Canaveral. Just having a look at the things that people consistently like in the reviews, one of them being it's extremely close to Port Canaveral, it's ideal for cruises, it's less than 1 mile away. There's easy access to the beaches, including Cocoa Beach and Kennedy Space Centre, and many guests generalised by saying it's a perfect pre-cruise stay. The rooms, the free breakfast and the rooftop terrace are all standout features. Some of the common complaints would be around the Wi-Fi, complaining about slow or unreliable internet. Some guests have complained about noise issues, loud air conditioning, door slamming and general room noise. Although I have to say, we didn't have any issues in this area at all. So guys, one of the biggest pluses about this hotel is the location. It's located directly on Astronaut Boulevard in Cape Canaveral, which is about 1 mile from the cruise port itself and only about a 5 to 10 minute drive from Cocoa Beach, if that's where you wanted to go. There's quite a few restaurants nearby on Astronaut Boulevard if you did want to have some dinner during your stay. We did. We went to Wendy's on the night we arrived for a quick bite, and then of course breakfast was included the next morning. We wanted to go and explore before we got on our cruise, so on embarkation day we took a drive down. Only took us about 8 minutes to get down to Cocoa Beach and go and explore the beach and have a look at the pier. This place was absolutely stunning. So much so we said we would definitely come back just to spend a bit more time up this part of Florida and away from the theme parks. The only other beach we've been to in Florida is Clearwater Beach, and we definitely felt we got the same vibes from here at Cocoa Beach. It was absolutely beautiful, and the pier has restaurants and shops at the base of it and out on the pier itself. Cocoa Beach is known for its relaxed, family-friendly vibe, miles of wide sandy beaches and beautiful sunrises. Cocoa Beach is actually the surf capital of Florida, and you can even spot dolphins, manatees and sea turtles in this area. It's also well known for the Ron John Surf Shop in Cocoa Beach, which is known as the world's largest surf shop. With Kennedy Space Centre only a 20-25 minute drive away, you can see why this area is very popular for people wanting to explore the Space Coast. So let's take a closer look at the hotel itself. There is parking available. I think it's about $12 per night, and that's normally payable directly to the hotel. First impressions when you walk in here, you can tell it's a new hotel. As I mentioned earlier, only opened in 2025. There's wooden floors throughout most of the property, and the decor's fresh and modern, and there's gentle nods to astronauts, the Space Coast, the cruises, all throughout the property in the artwork. The communal areas are bright and airy with lots of glass windows lit and the sunlight in. This reception area doubles up as a bar and grab-and-go area, which is open 24 hours. On this ground floor, you're also going to find the dining room where the complimentary breakfast is served. And there's a casual dining restaurant called The Placery, which you'll find just behind reception. Signage was great in this hotel. You can see there's information here on the Altitude 360 rooftop bar and viewing area. It says here it was open from Wednesday to Sunday up until 11 o'clock, but we were here on a Saturday night and unfortunately it wasn't open. It was in February and it was quite cold though, so we'll forgive them for that. Some of the other facilities you're going to find at this hotel include meeting rooms, although of course if you're here for a cruise or to explore the Space Coast, you're not going to be too worried about that. For those of you that are keen to stay in shape or burn off a few pounds before you go on a cruise, they do have a gym which is included in your room rate. It's not the biggest gym I've ever seen in a hotel, but you know what? It has absolutely everything you would need to burn off some calories if you want to do some cardio, or they have plenty of weights and resistance machines you might need for a workout. The gym's on the ground floor and they have some of the machines positioned absolutely perfectly where you can look out the window onto the pool deck while you are having a little workout. So access to the pool is free for hotel guests. It's not the biggest pool deck you're going to find in a hotel, but to be fair, this is a pre-cruise or short stay hotel, I would say. It's not a resort style hotel, and therefore the pool deck kind of reflects that. It does say the pool is heated, but we were here in February, and even though it was meant to be heated, it was no way warm enough for us to get into at all. Obviously, if you're here later in the year when the weather was better in general, it would be absolutely grand. So let's take a look at the rooms. We were staying in a family room, which is quite spacious. The rooms are between 287 to 355 square feet. And the family rooms come with 2 queen-size beds and a pull-out sofa bed. With the almost separate seating area, it gives the room a much bigger and spacious feel than you might think. This corner area is called the Cozy Corner, and it's the signature feature of this room type in the Hyatt Place. There's power points all around this seating area, as well as close by the beds, by the lights. Countertop space and storage for clothes absolutely was not a problem at all. And you can see there's tons of floor space for all of us to move around and for our luggage and one thing and another. All rooms come equipped with this little mini fridge that wasn't loaded up with anything, but you could put your own drinks in there to keep them cool, ready for the next day if that's what you want. They had a little workspace here if you had to do some work. And I have to be honest, we loved the bathroom. The decor was lovely, there was plenty of space, the lighting was great, and there was great pressure with the shower, which you know is the best way to start off any day. Just in case you don't plan on taking your own with you, the shower comes equipped with shampoo, conditioner and body wash. This was our view, which is just out the front of the hotel onto the parking lot. We were only here for one night, so we absolutely did not care about the view. If that was an important factor for you, you might want to ask for a room on one of the higher floors. So let's move on to one of the most popular features of this hotel, and that is the Altitude 360 rooftop and sky bar right on the top level. This is us coming out here about 6:30 in the morning, I think it was. You can see the cruise ships are there already docked in the terminal. The sun is coming up and you can see the whole way around. We were able to see about 6 of the different cruise terminals from here and the cruise ships all around. You can see this being really lively in the summer in the evening, where you can see the port and have a few drinks up here. This mural is one of the most famous things about the hotel. You see it on social media a lot, and of course we had to get the obligatory family picture. There really is something lovely about waking up on embarkation day and being this close to the cruise ships. All of the major cruise lines cruise out of Port Canaveral, of course, and on this morning we were able to see cruise ships from Royal Caribbean, MSC, Norwegian and P&O. I think there's also a Carnival in there as well. So one of the popular inclusions of the Hyatt Place hotels are the complimentary breakfast that's included in your room rate. We actually didn't know that breakfast was included. It wasn't clear on our reservation, but the lady on reception confirmed that it was. We had planned to go out for breakfast, but of course, as a family of 5, having a complimentary breakfast, that saved us about $70, $80 at least on breakfast, which is handy when you're going on a cruise. There were plenty of hot and cold options available, toast and toaster there as you can see. They had a pot of hot porridge, and just next to that was all of the toppings and sauces that were available to mix into your porridge. There was a selection of cereals available, including Cheerios and Fruit Loops. You can see all the bowls are available on shelves just above the cereal there, and for the toast there are plenty of plates just underneath the countertop. You can see my son Jacob here helping himself to a bagel to get it toasted. There's fresh fruit available just to help yourself, as well as plenty of cutlery all out, along with the sauces that you might need for your breakfast. There's also self-serve iced water. Over this side is where you're going to find your milk. There's half and half or full fat here, as well as all the fruit juices that you might want if you didn't fancy water. Moving on around the countertop is where you're going to find the yogurts, fresh fruit, compote, and your butters and marmalades. And then you're into the hot food counter. You can see Jacob filling his boots here. There's sausage, bacon, egg, hash brown, beans, and Jacob's favourite, which is French toast. I've got to say, the food quality was pretty good. We all enjoyed it, and it was complimentary. Again, it saved us quite a lot of money with it being included in the room rate. The seating was plentiful, although if it was a really full hotel, you might struggle at busy times, but I think that's the same in any hotel at breakfast time. So I just wanted to wrap up the review and share my final thoughts. Overall, we really enjoyed our stay here. This is a nice hotel, especially for the price point. The location is absolutely ideal to the cruise terminals. You're less than a mile away from Port Canaveral. If you weren't driving, they do offer a shuttle bus. I think it costs something like $9 per person each way. So for a family of 5, it would have cost us $45 to get from the hotel to the cruise terminal, which isn't too bad in the grand scheme of things. The room was fresh and modern and plenty big enough for the 5 of us and our luggage during our stay. It has that beautiful rooftop terrace and a complimentary pool. Now, granted, we didn't get to make the most of it because we were there in February, but if you're there in the hotter months, that would be beautiful. I can just imagine being up there, having a drink, watching the cruise ships come and go, getting excited about the cruise you're getting on the next night. Absolutely brilliant. Any of the staff we dealt with during check-in or during breakfast were very polite, pleasant, and very informative, so no issues with the staff. Value-wise, I think this was excellent. By the time we added on one night's parking, we paid a total of £137, which is about $180 for a family of 5, an overnight stay and breakfast included. I think that's pretty good value, and I know we would definitely stay here again. So guys, I hope you found the hotel review helpful. This is not a sponsored video. This is just one that we made to share our experience, and hopefully it might help you decide on whether or not this is a hotel for you before your cruise. Make sure you subscribe because this is just the start of our adventure. Tomorrow is embarkation day. We're getting on the MSC Seashore on a 4-night sailing out of Port Canaveral, taking in Ocean Cay, the private island and marine reserve in the Bahamas, as well as Nassau in the Bahamas, where we have some excursions planned. We've only cruised the Royal Caribbean up until now. This is our first ever MSC cruise. What are we going to think of it? I'm not sure, but we're excited to explore this beautiful ship, and I've heard good things about the buffet on this ship, so I hope I'm not disappointed. With a 14, 11 and 8-year-old in tow, they're all excited to find out what this ship has to offer for people of their age groups. We're going to try and squeeze so much into this 4-night sailing. We're going to explore the ship, the restaurants, the bars, the atrium, the pool deck, the entertainment, the casino, and of course, the world famous white party. You know the Kenna family love a cruise, and we are so excited for this one. The fun doesn't stop after that. We're going to spend the day at the incredible Kennedy Space Center, followed by a couple of nights at the beautiful Bahama Bay Resort in Orlando. We had so many laughs as a family on this holiday, and so much fun was had. You're not going to want to miss this one, so make sure you hit that subscribe button and come along with us.